All right, so our master drawers use a 500-pound rated drawer slide that locks in and locks out. So those are amazing. They have a lifetime warranty, but the one drawback, the one thing that we'd really like to improve is the ability to open those with one hand. So now we have a solution to that. So if you guys will follow along, we'll do a quick install so you can do it at home on your own. All right, the first thing you want to do is take a utility knife and cut off the little rubber handles that are on each of the drawer handles. All right, once you have the rubber off the handles, the next step is to drill the hole. So this is a 1/4-inch drill bit, and if you'll notice on the indentions of the handles, there's a nice little round edge on the far outside point of the handle. So what we're going to do is try to get that drill bit as nestled up into that edge as we can. So that way the handle that we mount to it is as far outboard as possible. All right, the one thing that's important to do when you're drilling the right-hand side, you want to pull the drill up and out because it's going to want to grab the handle, and when it grabs, it's going to want to turn it down. So just make sure you put enough force on it to protect when it grabs, it doesn't pull the handle down. All right, so when you buy your drawer handle, you'll get these little tiny brackets with it. So if you notice one side of this, if you hold it in this orientation, one side has a slant to it. So what that's there for is so when you put the handle down, it doesn't end up impacting your drawer face. So when you put these guys on, pay attention to use the ones that go in the right spot. So this is the opposite side. So if you'll notice, it also has a slant in the back. That when you put the door handle down, it doesn't hit your drawer face. All right, and what these separate brackets here do is allow you to sort of zero out the positions of those drawer handles, because what you want to end up with is a handle that doesn't have either side in bind. So that means you may have to end up adjusting these independently just to get it to not have any binding when you press it and let it come back up. So what we're going to do now is sort of a balancing act of left side to right side to this bolt to that bolt, and we'll have to loosen them up and tighten them a few times to make sure we get it right. So when you're adjusting these and you're moving from bolt to bolt, inside to outside, what you want to get to is a position with all of the different bolts and nuts to where you have a nice fluid bounce with that handle. If you have them in tension, you don't have them adjusted right, it'll want to stay in the down position, or you'll feel like you're pushing it down real hard to get it to come down. But if you have it in the nice zero position like this, when you shut it, it'll just pop back up into place. Same thing when you pull it out to lock. So you want it to be nice and free. Okay, so as you can see, not a super difficult process. It doesn't take any special tools, but the one thing you do need is some patience. So you'll have to bounce from inside to outside to inside to outside, and make sure you keep relieving that stress and tighten it up a little bit at a time until you have that nice free movement on the drawer handle to make sure when you open and shut these things that the drawer handles pop back up in the lock position.